What's up YouTube, it's your boy Galaxy TV. Today we're going to be talking about one of the biggest new additions in HS2 history. This feature is going to be making a return to the game in Season 2. It's completely solo self-found viable and is going to be incredibly strong for every single build in the game. You do not want to miss out on this coming into Season 2. This video is going to be a complete guide on how it works. What do you do with it? Where do you get it? How do you use it? Where do you upgrade it? Everything you need to know about this brand new feature. Let's get into it. So what's the new feature? Weapon abilities. Yep, you heard me right. Weapon abilities are back, boys. For those of you that have played Hero Siege 1, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For the new players in here, weapon abilities are procs based off of certain conditions, like you're casting or you strike an enemy or an enemy dies or you just get a random buff, right? So for example, let's take a look at this Beacon of Shadows here. You can see that the weapon ability has an 18% chance to cast Wizard's Wrath when casting. So as you're doing your thing, you're blasting, for example, the demon spawn, I'm blasting my blood lance, I have an 18% chance while casting that I'm going to get Wizard's Wrath. Wizard's Wrath, as you can see, gives us additional cast speed as well as arcane skill damage. It's massive. I get all of these extra buffs for literally doing no work on my part. So how do you get them? If you take a look at our handy dandy journals in the crafting section, you're going to see that there's two new crafting options. One of those is the God Empowered Emblem. And what this does, when you put it in the cube with a weapon, it's going to imbue your weapon and give you that new weapon ability on it. Right now, to craft this emblem, you're going to need 3 Tarthian cores, 3 dark matters, 1 angelic gem, 1 enchanted sigil. You buy those from the vendors, some purified satanic dust, and a pristine skull. Now the good news is getting all those resources is all for mining and prospecting. It's pretty easy to get that. You can do that in solo self-found. You don't need anything crazy to go and click on a mining node, right? The bad news is each weapon type, the range, caster, and melee, each one of those has 13 different weapon abilities that you can get on it. So that's a total of 39 new weapon abilities. That part's amazing, but getting the one that you want is not going to be nearly as simple as just getting the AUG that you wanted on the first hit because you got lucky, right? Unless you're really, really lucky on the lottery to get the one that you wanted on the first hit, but it's 1 out of 13 that you're going to get the one that you were looking for. So now all you need to do is to put that weapon back into the cube with a Devil Empowered Emblem, which is you can craft from 3 Tarthium cores, 3 dark matters, a chaos gem, 3 enchanted sigils, some more purified satanic dust, and hit the craft button. What that's going to do is it's going to increase the level of the proc ability on that weapon by 1 level, and then going up to level 5. So you're going to have to do that 4 times to get it to level 5. Now you can re-roll abilities on the weapon as many times as you want. Say you roll, you didn't get the one that you wanted, that's fine. You put the next empowered emblem in there, it'll change it to the next one. You can do that as many times as you want. There's no negative effect from doing that. Something to keep in mind, you can have the same one twice. You can stack the procs on 2 different weapons. If you're dual wielding, you can have different ones. If you're dual wielding, you can have different ones on different types. Maybe you have you're a Viking and you have a staff in one hand and you have a axe in the other. You can get different ones based off of that, which in that case you'd probably want to get an on-kill effect on your staff because you don't cast and a lot of them are cast based, but that's just something to keep in mind. Alright guys, that's all there is to know about the new weapon abilities coming in Season 2. We're not too sure if in the future we're going to be getting any more before the actual launch, but as it stands, there's 39 total weapon abilities. I will be making a list of all of them. I'll put a link in the description once I have that. It's taking me some time. It takes a lot of work getting all that information together, and I was kind of hoping that Elias would have some literature for us so that I wouldn't have to do it myself, but it looks like the beta testers are going to have to go through and figure out what all of them do and how they function, and I'll get all the data for you guys. So once I have that information, I'll be sure to update you guys. A super quick tip for you: mining. Get your mining done as early as you can. It's going to help you tremendously, right? Because all of this hinges on you having mining to be able to complete these emblems. A little side note, they did change mining coming into season 2. Whenever you hit a node, say 2 ore drops out of it, you now just gain 2 to your level instead of 1. Say 5 ore drop out of it, you've now just gained 5 to your level instead of 1. So that's a massive quality of life change. It's going to make mining even easier. There's no excuse not to be able to get the material to make your own emblems. Of course, you can always buy emblems, but come on, that's for nerds. So I will be making my season 2 patch notes video that will be out here shortly. It's going to go through everything that's changed or new with season 2. There's a lot of content packed into that video. Take your time, go through all of it. If you like this content, be sure to like the video, hit that subscribe button for any new future videos that I'm going to be releasing. And outside of that, come check me out on Twitch. I'm live pretty much every day at twitch.tv/GoraxiTV, and I will see you guys in the next video.